CDC has come out with recommendations about trick-or-treating.
The recommendation is for families that consider lower risk activities like pumpkin carving instead.
Although Halloween is still around 2 weeks away, we talked with some parents in the 701 about their plans.
All right, welcome to Parent Panel. Thank you so much for being here, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. What do you think as far as safety measures with COVID and Halloween? Your kids, I'm sure, are very excited about what they're going to dress up as. Mariah, let's start with you. What are your plans for the holiday?
To be honest, we haven't really thought much about it. We did buy costumes like 4 weeks ago at Costco when they first came out, but that's about as far as we've gotten. We'll still hand out candy at our house. What I'm thinking we're going to do instead is have prepackaged bags with maybe some candy and some goodies so we can leave those out if someone wants to grab a bag. Like, they're just grabbing one. They're not dipping their whole hand in the candy jar. And just kind of go from there. We'll load the boys up on the quad and probably drive through the neighborhood. I think a lot of people in my neighborhood are actually going to want to do some Halloween activities. Yeah. I think the kids need that. It's not their fault. We can do things safely.
My son is anti-candy. Wow. I know. Like, I don't understand. He will eat Tootsie Rolls, but that's it. Yeah, so he's very particular about what kind of sugary treat he indulges in, which is totally not like his mother at all. And we've given him the option every year, like, hey, bud, you want to go trick-or-treating? No.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Like, heart totally crushed, but it's good. We've got this. Yeah, so more than likely what we'll do is we'll just stay home as we have in the last few years and just hang out in the driveway, on the front porch, and have prepackaged candy ready to go. My husband saw somebody made this huge like PVC pipe like candy shooter thing where you put the candy down the tube and then it lands in the kids little bag and so I kind of want to be creative. If everything's safe and that kind of thing, I want to be creative on if there are kids that are out and they need some joy. I will gladly throw Skittles down a tube to them. And my son will probably sit in the window and just watch his mom have fun.
My boys love Halloween, and I love Halloween. And so I am sure we will go out. We're just going to do it. I don't know what else to say besides that. Like, you have to do some things. If we're just going to be sheltered in our houses and not interact with anybody, you're not going to be standing there long, right? You go up, you say trick or treat, you get some candy, you go. It's not like you're having long conversations with people at every door, and usually that's close contact and whatnot. It's like you have to be with somebody for such amount of time without masks on, so I think we're just gonna rock it. And if it ends up like we're not supposed to, I'm sure we'll still go to Grandma's house and just drive and go to my aunt's and a few places that we know.
Now, if you have thought of this, and especially you because you already bought yours, do you mind sharing what you will be for Halloween?
I don't have a costume as of yet, but there's still time. My oldest son is going to be a SWAT officer, and then Jensen picked out a fire suit. Aww. So a fireman, he saw it, and he's like, no, fire suit, so into it. So they've already been wearing those for a long time.
We'll see. He was really interested in Star Wars and loves those characters, so I could see if the tide changes and he decides that Halloween and trick-or-treating's cool, I think he would go with Star Wars. Me personally, if I am handing out candy, I will be dressing up as Maleficent.
Ooh, nice. Good one. Like the whole horns?
Your house.
Yes.
The horns and everything?
Yes, wow. I have a headband.
Gosh, I love it.
With the horns.
Oh. Last year my boys changed their minds every couple of days. It was really they just kept on changing and changing and changing. And so we kind of waited till the very last minute to be like, okay, what is it today? Because this is what we're going to stick with. So let's pick. I'm really not sure. They keep on saying multiple different things. I'll dress up as something. Like last year, it was like bandits, and we were the cops, right? So we got badges. So my husband and I went. So it kind of depends. We don't necessarily do the family thing, but I do dress up every year as something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can't wait to find out.
Good teaser.
I know. All right. Thank you, ladies.
This has been Parent Panel. Now, the CDC made its new recommendations to avoid traditional trick-or-treating, highlighting it as a high-risk activity. All three moms wanted to see what is happening in North Dakota a little closer to the holiday before officially deciding on their plans. If there's a topic you'd like to see us discuss with our Parent Panel, please send in your questions to studio701@kxnet.com. And coming up next, there is a plan to add some art along a popular route.
Mel and Heather are in our green room. We talk to the women behind this beautifying project. That's coming up next.
Join the Studio 701 conversation on Facebook. Like, comment, share at the Studio 701.
Interiors by France is a full-service home furnishings and interior design studio. Time for some new carpet? Don't miss our carpet sale going on now on select brands. See store for details. For full carpet or just an accent rug, we have the best selection around.
The KX Storm Team will give you accurate local weather forecasts.
On air, online, and on the go.
Get local weather coverage you can count on.
Your weather matters, and we've got you covered.
KX Storm Team, keeping you ahead of the storm.
At Aero Service Team, we understand the importance of getting your home or your business and your life back to normal after a fire or water disaster.
If it does happen to you, call us anytime, 24 hours a day, and we'll take care of everything.
Every day we roll out of here to help people like you.
With over 40 years in business, there's still no job too big or too small.
When disaster strikes, you only have to make one call. Aero Service Team does it all.
There are all kinds of voters, like early voter Ed or absentee Abby. No? How about vote by mail Marie or election day Dave? Ed does everything early. Dave's not late, but he's also not early. Marie's got this. Abby can't miss out. There she is. They all made plans to make sure their voices are heard. What's your plan? Visit vote.nd.gov. Voting in North Dakota, it takes all kinds.
The most overlooked feature of a home is the most important part, and that's your roof. Your roof protects your home from the elements and is a big part of your curb appeal. I'm Mike Holmes, and I want you to choose the roof that will maintain its beauty for years to come. Atlas Pinnacle Pristine Shingles with Scotchgard Protector have my seal of approval. You'll have a lifetime of protection against ugly black streaks, and that's making it right. Pinnacle Pristine Architectural Shingles are 11% off, only at Menards.
Since 1908, H.A. Thompson & Sons has helped thousands of buildings run comfortably through the hottest and coldest weather in North Dakota.
Now, our guaranteed maintenance agreements for heating and cooling systems keep your equipment running efficiently, reducing costs, and providing consistent comfort. Preventive maintenance doesn't cost, it actually saves. And we'll show you how to save money and improve your comfort.
Working together, we'll find ways to help your building and budget with our custom maintenance plans.
Call us today, H.A. Thompson & Sons.
My life as a wife is wonderful. My husband and I, we've been together since I was a freshman in college. We've worked over the years really hard to find that balance. We share everything in life and we care about one another. We're raising two beautiful children together, and what they see in us is very, very important. We want them to see that love that we feel for one another. So my life as a wife it's beautiful. I'm Alicia Huck, and I am an anchor for Good Day Dakota.
Welcome back to Studio 701. It's time to get excited about art in the state.
I love art. Now, our next guests are working to beautify a well-traveled path in the heart of the state capitol.
Heather Pizzolatis and Mel Gordon, welcome.
Hi there.
Hello. Welcome. Now, Heather, you're with Glance Salon and Spa, and Mel, you are an artist who has created beautiful murals in town, including along the Glance building. So how did you two come together to collaborate on the Heritage Art Tunnel project?
So I was a member of the Chamber EDC leadership group, and at the very end of that program, you pick a project that you want to do, and we wanted to do something with local art. So we brought in the best, Melissa Gordon. Yes.
And Melissa, what was your reaction to just kind of hearing what they were hoping from you?
Oh, it was so cool. It was like, you know, do you remember there's this tunnel under your Highway 83? And I'm like,
didn't even know it was a thing.
No, but it sounds really cool. So when we went to the site and took a look at it, I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many possibilities there. The potential, just, I mean, not only like the mural on the walls of the tunnel, but the ceiling of the tunnel, the wings on the tunnel. The possibilities there are endless. So it's really exciting.
For sure.
I've biked through that many, many times, and I'm excited too, because right now you go through and it's kind of dark, and I don't want to say sad looking, but yes, a little scary.
A little scary.
A little scary. Let's take a look actually at the vision of the Heritage Art Tunnel. Here's what you're hoping for on the top, and here's what it currently looks like right now. So who all needs to approve this to get it through?
Take it away now.
Well, we started with the North Dakota Capitol Grounds Planning Commission, and because they are in control, it's considered an extension of the Capitol itself. So first we had to present the art to that committee, and we were supposed to present the second phase on the south side in February, and they hadn't met since February, but they just met, what, last week? Last week. Yeah, and then so we finally got the green light from them to go ahead with it, and now we need to get a permit from the North Dakota Highway Department because they have right-of-way there, so we need to apply for a permit for that, and then after that, it should be...
It's much more detailed than just painting.
Right.
Painting on the tunnel. It's very, like, an intricate process.
Well, and speaking of painting, Mel, you've done a lot of murals around town.
Yes.
Can you tell us where we might have seen your work before?
I did Sitting Bull there, yeah, in Art Alley, Alley 5.5 between Broadway and Main Street and 5th Street and 6th Street. Bear Scat and Mandan, the tornado shelters in Harmon Lake and Grainer Bottoms, the North Dakota Trust Lands mural, the North Dakota Music Hall of Fame.
Done it all.
Wow. It's so great to see public art in Bismarck, and it's so great to have so many organizations that are interested in doing projects like this now. It's really exciting for the whole state.
So I have a confession.
Uh-oh.
I did not know that you did all those murals. You do beautiful work, and
thank you so much.
Sincerely, it's incredible.
Awesome. It's a fun job. It's great to be able to share visions with the public and have public art is so much more visible than say like a gallery setting or traditional art forms that it's out there where everybody can see and enjoy it. So,
and I think knowing the story behind the murals just makes you enjoy it that much more. And with this Heritage Art Tunnel, I really was interested in how you're going to be incorporating the history into the painting and from the Heritage Center across. Can you talk a little bit more about that and what you envision there, Mel?
Sure. It's since it's connected with the Heritage Center, the North Dakota Historical Society has the North Dakota curriculum for the North Dakota history curriculum, North Dakota Studies, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And what we did was we took that curriculum and incorporated it into a timeline of sorts. So the tunnel will start with like ancient times on the east end, and then it moves to modern times on the west end, and it goes through all the different topics of North Dakota studies, with the north side being an energy focus and the south side being an agriculture focus, because those are the two main industries in North Dakota.
Right.
And so I took the style of Charlie Harper, who was one of my favorite artists, and made it look kind of like a circuit board or a motherboard in a computer to kind of give a little bit more of a modern look and to connect everything together. So the connections are color-coded with the curriculum of the North Dakota Studies, the different headings that they have on their websites and stuff. So it works hand in hand with the Heritage Center and the Historical Society and North Dakota as a whole.
So good. So great. Thank you so much for letting us know all about this. We look forward to seeing it hopefully next summer. Now, if you'd like to learn more, you can email Dakota West Arts Council at gmail.com, or you can donate to the GoFundMe page on your screen. We're going to keep it moving now.
Yep, keep it here. We'll show you our smile of the day after the break.
And when we come back, our veggie knowledge